Mobile first indexing is coming. Mobile first indexing. What exactly does that mean? Basically, in layman's terms, it means that Google, and by the way, Yahoo and Bing pretty much follow suit and copy everything that Google does. So, they're likely to do pretty much the same thing. But basically, what mobile first indexing means is that if you, and they're going to roll this out probably later this year, there's no exact date in terms of when it's going to start happening, but sometime in 2018. Basically, what's going to happen is people that have a cell phone and do a search, if your website is not mobile friendly, Google is essentially going to skip your website, and they're going to put a priority and a preference on the websites that are mobile friendly or also responsive websites. So if your website is not mobile friendly, you're probably not going to rank that well in the search engines anymore, because Google's going to put a focus on mobile websites first. So that's probably going to happen later this year. Latest ComScore numbers that I showed. ComScore is one of the big companies out there that tracks data, marketing data. One of the things that they track is they track online stats too. The latest stats that I've seen have shown close to 60% of all people that access the internet, they now do it from a mobile device, mostly from cell phones more than tablets. Only 40% do it from a computer. This trend is going to continue. I predict that we're probably going to get closer to 70% mobile devices and 30% regular computers. So basically, it means that if you're used to getting phone calls from pulling up on Google, if you're used to that, if you typically do get phone calls from somebody searching nearby, and you popping up, and you're not having to pay for any of those clicks, your website better be mobile friendly, because if it's not, there's a big possibility that your website will disappear from the first page of Google when people do a mobile search. So those calls might disappear if you don't work on your website. Google's been warning this for the last couple of years. Like they've had this in beta for a couple of years now, so it's been in the works. But they're finally ready to roll this out later this year. So I'm just giving everybody a word of warning. It's something that you want to get on about, whether it's with Custom Wave or somebody else. You're definitely going to want to make your website mobile friendly, not just for customers and consumers to better navigate your website, but because you're going to disappear from Google if you don't do it.